It's the final day of sailing here at Block Island Race Week, and conditions are exactly the same this morning as they looked yesterday. The Great Salt Pond has a white sheet of fog all the way across it. We can barely see a couple hundred feet, but the race committee is optimistic that we're going to get sailing in on time, and they've sent all 4 fleets out to their respective starting areas. We're on station with the race committee, and it's more of the same out here. There's plenty of breeze, but also plenty of fog, and we are under postponement. A good time to meet someone who's done almost all Block Island race weeks, Skip Mansfield.
Well, the first week, it rained almost every day, and the tent was up in the field, and the mud was up to your ankles. But in general, we had normal Block Island, some fog, some wind, and it was wonderful to just be in here. I think the lure here is Block Island, and the island has a lure that nothing else has.
Well, after a delay, the race committee has made the right call. We're going to get a race in. The boat-on-boat action is intense before the start. Well, this is one of the few places on the course they'll all be able to see each other, 30 seconds and counting. We're with the J109s. This is possibly going to be their last race. That was the gun, and the fleet now heads upwind into the abyss. GPS coordinates given by the race committee are the only way they'll find the top mark in this fog. Just behind them are the J105s. It's the blue bow number 25, Damian Emery, who's got command of this fleet. Now, a lot of them were pushing the line there. Yes. A few of them over. Two boats will head back. There are the offenders. Stratos and Planet Claire have to head back. The majority of this fleet heads left, and Damian Emery's bow just poking out strongly down there to leeward. The fog seems to be lifting a bit, easier to see the ships as well. We can see the J44s, 3 of them strong. Very close battle downwind. Jim Bissop's Gold Digger leads this division, but not this race. He's going to have to claw back to maintain his advantage. And here's the lead, J111 Wicked 2.0 with the running lights on. We could barely see them ourselves with that white spinnaker coming out of the fog. And it's a commanding lead. We've reached the offset top mark in the J109s. The competition is a lot closer among the top of the fleet. Number 9 is out in front, but a rough spinnaker set has any one of 3 boats clawing behind them. And they're going to have to try and maintain that lead. It's Rush trying to luff up to keep their breeze from getting blanketed. Well, this fog certainly mixes things up. Rick Lyle's Storm is leading the division, but he's in 6th place right now. Here at the top mark with the J105s, Damian Emery's Eclipse is unstoppable in the lead again as they prepare to head downwind. Certainly seemed left was favored, or at least that's where the entire fleet went in this fog. And now the boats pile in at the mark. This is an incredibly short course, which I guess makes sense on this final day filled with fog. We're now at the bottom of the track, approaching the leeward gates with the 109s. Timing is everything, particularly when you don't know when the mark's going to come up. And although it's been on the GPS, you can see it visually now. Troublemakers having trouble getting that kite all the way down before rerounding. Some of it's in control. The crew puts in double time. The top boats in the 105s will be early drops, and that makes perfect sense as this breeze is building, and it's also shifting to the right. The fleet favors the right-hand leeward gate. Certainly very good crew work at the top of the fleet to be expected at the end of a 5-day regatta, but as this breeze builds, it does put the pressure on. In the J44s, it's close between Maxine and Challenge 4, 3 and 4 points behind Gold Digger, respectively. The two boats heading into the finish on this incredibly short course. Maxine, the blue boat to windward. Challenge 4 looks as though they're bow forward. Maxine starting to slide forward, though. 3 lengths to the line. This one's going to be close. Every wave makes the difference here. Challenge 4 slides forward. Maxine takes another turn. They're on Challenge's breeze. But there's the last surge by the white boat as they approach the finish line. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Look at Maxine. No, Challenge 4 has done it. Two more boats have crossed the line. Still no sign of Gold Digger. And the regatta's on the line. Five places back is Jim Bishop's Gold Digger. Not enough to retain the championship. Jeffrey Willis and Challenge 4 win for the J44s. In the J111s with J Star, Rod Johnstone at the helm. It's Wicked 2.0. And what a way to end the regatta. They'll win the final race in fine fashion. Bill Sweetser will be happy with this performance. He's leading the J109s downwind to the finish. Behind them, what a battle for Gossip, Shoot, and Caminos for second, third, and fourth in this race. And Gossip has to beat Caminos to get second overall. And they've done it. But here's Richard Lyle and crew aboard Storm. They might not have won this race, but with that, they've won the 109 East Coast Championship. And finally, the winner of Block Island Race Week in the J105s and their East Coast Championship, Damian Emery and crew aboard Eclipse. Great job. So the Flawless Storm Trysail Club Race Committee yet again made the right call. And as the fog lifted, we had one final flight and a fitting finish to the 25th anniversary edition of Block Island Race Week. We've heard so many memories this week, and no doubt this edition will add so many more. And for our T2P TV crew of Bruce Nairn, Ashley Love, Dave Dunnigan, and others, we've had memories over the past 10 years that I'm certain not to forget. In fact, if you remember when the small boats started around the island race and the big boats caught up, it made for spectacular footage. And who can forget that day off where we got the chance to interview at the petting zoo a camel, which is definitely a first. Nyla and Kalila, they were spectacular. So for all of our T2P TV crew, we'd like to thank and congratulate the Storm Trysail Club and its many committed members for 25 editions of Block Island Race Week. Good luck on many more. I'm Tucker Thompson for T2P TV.